the gyms and I see coaches that are not in top shape. And this is something that should be, that's my opinion, should be strictly forbidden. A coach is a coach. They need to walk and breathe by example. So if my clients would tell me, hey, listen, you gaining weight, you're not looking as fit, I better get right on it. So anyway, we decided welcome to a new episode of the Eva Eckert podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing discipline, how the power of discipline is what we need to have in our lives, guys. For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome to the show. I am Eva Eckert and I am a host. I am a Polish immigrant with kick-ass husband and two beautiful kids. I am an American entrepreneur sharing an incredible mission to inspire women around the world to take massive action towards their passions and desires so their life finally becomes more meaningful and fulfilled. I believe that the baddest superhero of your unique purpose is inside all of you, all of us, and we should share it with the world to make the world a better place. In this show, finally, we'll discover the power of self-belief and self-motivation so you can stop making the excuses and create the life you truly desire and deserve by being the upgraded version of you. Let's dive in, guys. Let's welcome to the show. So for those of you who are actually watching me, you can see that I'm totally dressed up. I always dress up for this show because I wear workout clothes nonstop, all day long. So when I have a chance, I dress up. I dress up even when I get a mail. This is what my husband always says. I like to dress up. I like to look good. I will wear a dress when I go shopping. But today is an extra special day. And the reason for it is because we just did our photo shoot. And we do these photo shoots. And I was trying to go back. When was the last time when we did this photo shoot? And why am I gonna to even tell you and share with you why we even did the photo shoot and what this photo shoot entitles? Because some people will think, oh, a photo shoot. But a fitness photo shoot, guys, is a next level. This is a fitness photo shoot. You need to be prepared in your mindset, in your body to actually accomplish the photo shoot, accomplish what the outcome you wanted to have. You need to set your goal and you need to go for this goal, right? So when was the last time that we done a photo shoot? The last time we actually did photo shoot, it was in Aruba, and it was also a fitness photo shoot. We just came out with this amazing line called Freak Gold, and by the way, you guys can have a link in this show below. So click and get yourself those awesome workout clothes that are matching apparel for this entire family. And when you purchase it, you can get also a workout. But that's besides the point. What is the photo shoot, the fitness photo shoot? So let's start from the very, very beginning. As I said, we've done them. We have started photo shoots back in our gyms. Like when we had our bootcamp and boxing locations in New York, we used to do these photo shoots with our entire team. And the reason for it was not only personal challenge, it was a group challenge. It was feeling the energy of the entire team going for it, seeing people, how they change their bodies, how they have a common goal as a team and also individual goal. Because each person would lose the weight differently. Each person would look different, but just to know that the other person is actually going through the same thing as you are, the same struggle. So let's take it back. How can you start? How can you really prepare yourself to a photo shoot? And what is the photo shoot entitles? Like what are the parts really that are so important in a photo shoot? Really doing a photo shoot is nothing more than discipline. And discipline is such a huge word because a lot of people, I believe, don't have discipline. If everybody would have discipline, we would walking around looking absolutely amazing, looking fit and strong and healthy. But unfortunately, most of us don't. So if you are the person that's struggling with weight, maybe you've done all kinds of fitness program and you always fail, maybe scheduling a photo shoot would be something that will keep your discipline on point. And this is one of the reasons we actually did our photo shoots back in the gym, because not only we would get into even better shapes, because we don't go off season. Our family, my husband and me, we are always fit. We don't go off season when we are eating calories and packing on 20, 30 pounds that we look unfit. Our goal, our idea is to look fit all year around, right? So there's not such a thing going back, like going off. We just want to have a healthy lifestyle. We want it to always look fit. So for us setting up and for our team to set up a photo shoot, it was something above and beyond that would mobilize and stimulate the team to look even better than they looked. People would look at a tremendous amount of weight, and then the clients would see how actually the coaches, the people that preach, they follow, because this is an important thing. Because how many times you would go to the gym, you would start the program, and then the coach that coaches you tells you about weight loss, tells you about how important it is to live a healthy life, and this coach is overweight. For us, is unacceptable. And I see this all the time. I go to the gyms and I see coaches that are not in top shape. And this is something that should be, that's my opinion, should be strictly forbidden. A coach is a coach. They need to walk and breathe by example. So if my clients would tell me, hey, listen, you gaining weight, you're not looking as fit, I better get right on it. So anyway, we decided that we're going to do another photo shoot. We've done so many photo shoots back in the day. We have so many pictures. You guys even see some of the pictures if you're watching me right now behind me. And we love them. We have them in our house. Now, the kids participate in a photo shoot. Obviously, they're not going with such an extreme discipline because there are kids. They cannot follow the regimen that I'm going to tell you because there are kids that are only 9 and 12 years old. But at the same time, teaches them, and they were literally step by step with the process and seeing the process with us, what we do, how we do it, and what this involves, how much of a discipline, how much dedication, how much consistency, how much strong will, persistent resilience is required. So we started probably about 2 months ago. So if you are a person that wants to go for that ride and you want to try and do a photo shoot and book yourself a session, book that session 2 to 3 months in advance. That's what I'm suggesting you. And this is a great, I think, a great solution to many people when they want to get in shape. But there's nothing absolutely wrong with doing this. By the way, actually, the photo shoots were some of the prizes when I organized for our winners, and so many different, there was 6 weeks challenge, 28 hot mommy makeover. We would do these deals and people would get a photo shoot done, right? So as we planned this photo shoot, we set it up 2 months in advance. It would give us nice chunk of time, nice chunk of days to work with. So as you approach this, you have to be consistent in putting everything in MyFitnessPal. So download the app if you don't have it, or maybe if you want to use any other application that actually shows you how many calories you eat. And here is the thing, and I'm going to walk you through the process, walk you through ideas, what we were eating and how we were eating and how we eat. So for instance, if before the photo shoot, I get up, I have my warm water with my lemon juice, right? I drink my prebiotic right now. I have my herbal tea concentrate. I have my shake. Then 2 hours later, eat my yogurt with collagen peptides. Usually it's just regular Oikos yogurt and Oikos 000. and I add collagen peptides. For my pre-workout, I add 2 scoops of the beverage mix from Herbalife. I love the product because it gives me 15 grams of protein. So I eat about 1 gram to 1.25 grams of protein per pound of my body weight. So if I am 127 pounds, you can do the calculation. That's the amount of grams of protein I eat. And this is a required, guys, because we are under muscle. In our society, we don't eat enough protein. So you need to eat protein. And it has to be consistent. So every 2-3 hours, there is a meal. I go to the gym, I work out, I come back. And on the way back, I am already drinking about 20 grams of protein, maybe pure protein, some quick, I would say, recovery. Post-workout, I come home and I make myself either egg whites, or I make myself chicken, or I have fish with vegetables. And I don't use any kind of like super starchy vegetables. I don't eat a sweet potato or anything like that. If anything, I would eat carrots, steamed broccoli, steamed cauliflower. I would put a bit of arugula, balsamic. I would add goat cheese, grilled chicken, maybe some strawberries, blueberries, amazing post-workout meal. Then maybe 2-3 hours later, I will have another shake or some protein chips. If I'm full enough, I will wait till dinner and I will probably have another 30 grams of protein with dinner. It can be another salad or maybe steamed vegetables, maybe can be some grounded turkey meat. We don't eat beef. I would say maybe once a year we would eat beef on occasion, but other than that, we are not beef eaters. We really don't like it. It's just heavy. Kids eat burgers. I buy them organic burgers and they will eat it, but we don't. And we finish with the shake. So pretty much, you see how it is healthy habits. But when we started doing this photo shoot, certain things have to be omitted. And certain things, as you go along, you start switching. So for instance, the Oikos 000, we switched to good yogurt, right? Then maybe we stop eating carrots. We remove the carrots. I stopped eating goat cheese. We don't eat any kind of cheese. My evening meals were replaced completely with egg whites and spinach. Then my salads were switched to steamed broccoli and chicken and fish. Once a week, fatty fish, and then month to the photo shoot, I stopped eating the fatty fish. If anything, I stick to just regular white fish, and still every 2-3 hours. So now, 10 days prior to the photo shoot, game is changing. You're doubling up the water. So if you drink, like for instance, I drink these 2 huge bottles of water. I drink a gallon of water. And by the way, I need to drink one now. Sorry, guys. I literally do what Dean Graziosi does on his show. He drinks water and I'm like him. Exactly. I just drink this water. I love it. We got to stay hydrated. So you double up on water and you start cutting down on carbohydrates. And this called number 1, carb manipulation. And this is one part of the process. So we're starting with carb manipulation, which means you start removing these carbohydrates. We already switched the yogurts to a little bit lower carbs, right? We start getting rid of the starchy vegetables. We're going into less carbs. And that's why you have to store everything in my trainer eyes, in my fitness pal. I'm sorry, not trainer eyes, my fitness pal. So you see at the end of the day how much carbs you had. And on a regular day, I eat between 100 to 120 carbs. That's my day. So when I start going that 3 weeks before, I start a little bit earlier, I go about 70 grams of carbs. 10 days before, I go about 60 grams of carbs. 5 days before, I start carrying to about 30 grams. And 2 days before, I completely cut the carbs and concentrate on eating protein. And that's what's called carb manipulation. And look, this is not a complicated thing. When you start logging this stuff into my fitness pal, you can see your numbers at the end of the day. So you don't need to switch day by day. You can switch literally weeks. But 10 days before the day is that the moment that you need to start doubling up on water and really slow down these carbs. And that's called carb manipulation. Number 2 is glycogen depletion workouts. And what it is, because you lower down yourself on carbohydrates and you increasing the amount of water, you're supposed to be drinking double what you normally do. The water is flushing out the carbs right out of your system. So remember, when you start drinking more water, you actually start getting dehydrated, right? You start dehydrating yourself. Have you ever realized drinking water and you drink, and then you're even more thirsty? That's what it is. But we're not going to be doing this forever. Remember, this is just what we did. This is not something that I will tell you should be doing. This is just an option. If you want to maybe do a photo shoot and have fun and follow something that you've been following me and you see how great we look. I am over 40, I'm 46, and I look fit and healthy and happy. And I love the way how I look. The acceptance of your body is so important. So again, going back to glycogen depletion workouts, we wanted to get in 10 days, 10 to maybe a week, total body workouts. So if you've been doing split routine, maybe you're doing Monday is chest, Tuesday is back, Wednesday is legs, Thursday is and legs and biceps and tries, back to the regular schedule. You got to leave this and start doing total body workouts and high repetitions. So we're talking about 20 to 25 repetitions. When you start burning the rest of the carbs in your body, you want to completely burn out the muscle so the muscle will start popping for your photo shoot, right? Number 3, water intake. That's what I mentioned to you. We're doubling up on water. And about 7 days prior, you still keep the good water intake. 5 days prior, your water slowly starts going down. 3 days prior, it's regular water that you normally drink. But 2 days prior is pretty much cutting the water on half. 1 day prior with the water, you literally can have like 3 to 4 cups of water, no more. And on the day before, literally 3 to 4, that's max. And on the day off, you don't drink any water. So with the carb depletion, what's going to happen is like you're going to be thirsty, guys. I was literally thirsty and I was starving. The 2 days before, because what happens is you eat the chicken and you don't even 3 days prior, you don't even eat eggs because the egg whites have higher amount of sodium than the chicken. And because number 4 is low sodium intake in these final days, you don't have that many options. You can also have the low sodium tuna that you can get and consume this. So you get to the point, guys, that it's like chicken doesn't taste good. You can't eat egg whites. Tuna doesn't taste good. So you're like, okay, I'm just gonna stick to not eating. That was me. Literally, that was me. And people were asking the weight drop. Absolutely the weight drop. But sometimes you wait for that weight drop for a long time and you can't see it, and out of nowhere it is. So here we go. All this effort for weeks and weeks, and maybe you're not seeing this stuff yet. Your body starts feeling different. Yet your clothes start feeling loose. And the whole point of doing this, we're doing this for a disciplinary reasons. Just to see, when do you break? How hard it is for you to stay disciplined. How hard it is for you to say no to something. Because look, I had around me cakes and other things and I didn't touch it. That's what it is. Eventually nothing is even appealing to you. So it's all about discipline, and stronger you go into it, more you say no and yes to the good food, more regimented you are, more you are on that big mission, the easier it's going to get. Yet, so many people cannot get it. And it's just a power of of being strong in your will, not starving also, because if you're starving, this thing will fail. So that's why we eat such a high amount of protein. That's why you can go between 1 to 1.5 gram per pound of your body weight preparing for this thing. And of course, you need water, right? Because that's what we need. Another thing is what I can suggest you, so some of people can do, is instead of dividing those meals into 5, you can also do 3, and then make sure that each meal has 40 to 50 grams of protein. Some studies show that this works. For me, 5 meals work the best. And what were the lessons here really through this photo shoot that I've realized for myself? Again, those are my lesson. The way how I felt is that it was much harder this time compared to other times. And I, at one point, 2 days before, I was like, what on earth I ate before? And I couldn't remember. And then I'm thinking, the last time, I'm like, well, I think I ate tuna, but I couldn't remember. It was almost like when you're on that mission of it's your final days, you pretty much work out the exhaustion. You go to sauna, because we've done a lot of sauna. The past few days we've been going and sweating. You like beating the bitch side in your body. You're literally meeting the weaker side of you each time. And that was my lesson. My also lesson was that I almost didn't force the water intake in the beginning, the 10 days prior. And you should. That's hard for a lot of people, because a lot of people completely are dehydrated. They don't drink a lot of water. So if you are a person that doesn't drink 1 ounce per pound of your body weight, it's something that you need to think of, because water is metabolism. Between 40 to 75%, we are made of water, and we need to water. When you want to lose weight, you need to drink water. Now, I would say that the day when you take the photo shoot, for me, doing a pre-workout wasn't a good idea, because I was already so dehydrated that I started having a headache. So that was one thing that I decided, well, I am not going to be doing this the next time. I can just what I start feeling is this natural energy going through my body without even drinking caffeine. So I also realized that because of this, your body starts generating its own natural energy. How weird it is, right? You are going on such a low carbs, no sugar, high protein, and then out of nowhere, you're getting this energy. But the big part of all of this is recovery, the sleep, guys. The sleep is crucial. And what I love about it is that the kids were just alongside with us, and they were just knowing, oh, okay, it's 10 days, it's 7 days, it's 5 days. They knew what's happening. They knew what we're doing. They watched us. Tyson starts changing things, and he's been evaluating and storing his food in MyFitnessPal, and he was like comparing, okay, I dropped 20 or 30 grams of carbs. I start eating less. So there were so many lessons for them, and just the fact that they were following through, I think this will give him such an awesome discipline when he's gonna be older. And today, when we did the photo shoot, it was fun. It was exciting. Since this morning, obviously you get up, you can't drink, but you can eat. So you can actually, the day of the photo shoot is the final day when you eat carbs. And that's what your body will do, because you're so dehydrated. The carbs that you will eat, that will push the muscle, because that's where the whole energy is gonna go into your muscle. So you have to wait with your water until after the photo shoot. And that's when you start seeing the results. So you need to pump, you need to do high reps right before the photo shoot, so it shows your muscles. So I hope you guys are gonna be following us and see some of the fun pictures that we did, because we made fun. And it's also family time when we just get together and do these fun things and work out and play around, and kids joining us. And again, I hope that this 4 steps will help you. Just to remind you again, it's carb manipulation is number 1. Number 2 is glycogen depletion workouts, is high reps. Number 3 is water intake. You start doubling up the water. Remember, about 10 days prior, 7 days is still 5 days. You go to regular intake, and then you cutting the water 2 days in half and completely out. And low sodium, because sodium will keep that water, and we want it to lower down to sodium. Again, this is just an idea how you can do. There's no look. If you're not in perfect health, I would suggest you go and ask your healthcare provider, because again, I only give you ideas from what we've done, how we do it. There is no proof here in anything. So have fun with this. See how this works. Our clients had an amazing results. We've had many clients that also put this on their schedule. They organized, created their own photo shoot so they can get into the better shape, because there's something that they are looking forward. And guys, again, remember, you are your own awesome superhero. Make sure that you are subscribed, share this episode. You can make some comments down below. You can give me and send me more ideas on the podcast. I love hearing from you. And believe it or not, review of this podcast give us some higher ratings. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me, watching, listening. I'll talk to you guys next time. No excuses.